I have distilled 4 aspects which I believe to be of the utmost importance in running a business, and particularly in growing a business and leading it, or in the creation of profit and a good management in the manufacturing sector, and they're very simple. They've been mentioned here earlier, some of them. The first one's quality, providing a good product or service. Quality. Customer must be satisfied, always. Second one is service. If the customer wants it on Tuesday, he gets it no later than Tuesday lunchtime. Gets it Monday night if you can, Monday afternoon if that's possible. But the customer's always right. Even when we resent his or her demands, he or she is still right. And we have to meet their expectations. And particularly if we promise delivery on a certain date, that delivery has to be made. The third one is efficiency, or being the lowest cost producer. Because I don't believe there's any bonus in being second best. You know, I remember the difference between playing in a county final and winning and playing in a county final and losing. When we lost, we were second best in the county. It was no good. There are no medals for second best. So efficiency, in my view, is about being the lowest cost producer. The fourth one is productivity. And productivity is the one that involves most emphasis on leadership, most emphasis on management. It's getting the maximum output from the available resources, whether they are men or machines or anything in between. And I remember the best businessman I ever worked with telling me when I was new in business, having just left my job as a university lecturer a year earlier, that when the business environment is tough, if you're the most efficient in the industry and the most productive in your sector, to use his words, you'll be the last man standing. And he's right. And that, I believe, should be what we should all aim to be. Of course, we can't all achieve it, because there's always someone going to be second. As I said, within months I was battling to survive, but it was the advice and the focus that that comment gave me that allowed me to survive, plus the generosity of the bank manager who believed in me and believed that I would eventually turn it around, and I did. And then there's a final aspect, which is very important and can never be ignored, and that's value for money. You can never take value for money for granted, and no business will survive without that.